Okay, so we needed a lighter video after watching that last video. So let's get into it. This is how Buddy Hield saved Steph Curry and the Warriors from Gil's Arena. So let's get into this. I saw the game last night. I'm dropping this as soon as I'm gonna drop it because I probably want to do like another video
in Houston.
Buddy Hield.
Biggest takeaways from the Warriors' Game 7 win over the Rockets in Houston.
Buddy Hield.
That you need your corners, man. You need the corners. And Buddy Hield just came through for us. They don't win that game without him. All it takes for a guy like Buddy Hield, kind of remind me of myself just to see the ball go through the hole. And
are you saying Buddy Hield or Buddy Hill?
I say after that half-court shot, it was go time, and that got his juices flowing.
It was, because he put us up by 4 at that, I think it was, 4 at halftime. He put us up by, it was like, oh, yeah, I agree with him.
Start hitting shots at the right time when they needed it, and yeah, man, you gotta give props to that guy to play through all the Steve Kerr ups and downs. You got the, I keep forgetting his name, not Brzezinski, but
Podziemski.
Brandon
Podziemski.
Guys like that starting in front of him. And for Buddy Hield, the sad part about this, a guy like Brzezinski will get paid more than Buddy Hield, too. But it comes to show you that you need players like that. They had them games in the playoffs when you need them.
Why you sound so somber?
It's Game 7. He showed out.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just them staying poised. They've been in so many different situations, playing in the playoffs and having guys like Kevin Looney come in the game, his little minutes that he did, whatever. But those were big moments. Buddy Hield stepping up when they needed the most. Jimmy Butler was going to do his thing. Steph struggling in the first half. And then Steph being able to take over in the fourth quarter, things like that. Just the poise, man, just the maturity and all the experiences that they've been through this. It just showed a lot about them as an organization, as a team.
Yeah, I mean, once it went to a Game 7, it actually favored Golden State Warriors. Superstar, veterans that's been there, veterans that's won, veterans that's carried teams. They had the experience versus, a group where the best players are very inexperienced. And it kind of showed the whole playoffs. So for Steve Kerr to switch his lineup to actually start Buddy Hield now, like he did at the beginning of the season when Buddy Hield was performing.
Because for a minute, Buddy was coming off the bench. When the season first started, Buddy Hield was red hot. We thought he was the second coming of Klay Thompson. I thought for a second that this was about to be the Buddy Hield show. Like this was about to be his team. We was going crazy when he first, but then out of nowhere, this dude would have like 2-point showings, 4-point showings, 10-point showings. It's like, what happened to them 30-point, 40-point games, 20-something point games that you was tying together? I don't know, he just got shell-shocked out of nowhere. I don't know what the heck happened. It was mad weird.
What's so funny is it's sometimes
cats started not believing in him. Like, bring this man off the bench.
All it takes is I'm coming off the bench playing these bench minutes, and then you start me, and now I have my starter game.
Yeah.
And that's what it looked like. Him as a starter, we see what he is.
Yeah, so Buddy moved into the starting lineup.
But he didn't just do well on offense. He played very well on defense as well. Buddy Hield had 33. This was his game. He was making sure that we didn't go home last night.
I believe after Game 4, so Game 4, 5, 6, and 7. Games 5 and 6, 4 total points combined, have 4 points Game 5, 0 points in Game 6. Came through with this 33-piece.
Yeah, that bench. Listen,
take a tough.
Listen, when you're playing with Steph and they're doing all that against Steph, Buddy Hield is the second option.
Yeah.
Right. That can flat out just shoot the ball. So when you're talking about scheming against Steph, you need Buddy Hield. When Buddy Hield's coming into the game, and Steph is coming out of the game, now the focal point on you got to do your thing. which changes, your game. But can I ask you a question?
What? What I do now?
When you talk about corner,
That is a corner.
he's a corner. How is he a corner guy? He's a starter. Like, he started before. I thought corner guy, like, you're not a corner guy. I don't even know why you claiming that.
No, that's what we are.
No, J.R. Smith, y'all not corner guys.
The elite
That
corners
is a
is
six
levels.
man.
It's
Those
levels.
are six
It's
men.
levels.
No,
It's levels.
no.
Because when you got the ball, where do I got to be?
Moody is a corner.
You got the ball.
But you get plays.
I do.
So that's not corner. Corner is a guy who don't get no plays.
Corners need plays because that's the only time y'all listen. That's the only time stars listen.
A hybrid corner or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
elevated corner?
It's levels.
Like, corner guy is a guy
guys to me like Carlos Delfino, like when I
not even him, right? Like, Moody is a corner guy. Sit your ass in the corner.
At one point, Buddy Hield was leading our team. I ain't mean just this is a Steph Curry shirt. At one point, Buddy Hield was leading our team in points, like blowing everybody out in points, leading our team in points. He's got the ability to not be a corner guy, but he's like kind of like relegated himself to being that. It's like, yo, get out of that. If you could get out of that, we could win the chip. If you could get out of that and know that you are the third option, like the third option, believe that you are the third option on this team, we be good, bro.
And swing, and you eventually get it at some point.
It's levels. Corners is everything but the
Like, Austin Reeves can't be a corner.
He is to a certain extent.
No.
He can get out of it once he get his own team, but
I mean,
Luka got the ball.
Fornication.
Where do he got to be?
I mean, now that you say it like that, Nick, you ain't a corner.
Well, you're not a corner guy.
You come down.
First of all, a corner guy don't average 18 points.
Yeah, Nick, what's his man? Nick Young, he would be like the third option. Like when he played for the Lakers, it was the bad Lakers, but of course it would be Kobe, and I think one other person, but I forget who was on that team. When he played with us, no, you straight coming off the bench and stuff like that. But like, I remember a time like he was like the second option for a minute, like especially when Kobe was out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to,
No, that's a six man.
No, it's the elite. It's the elite. It's the elite. We elite corners.
Corner.
You know we got to be in the corner.
You're not a corner boy, you're a corner man.
Like, corner guy.
like later in your career,
Your ass is getting three shots. Your ass better make though.
That's all the way bottom.
Your ass better make though.
That's all the way bottom. But
later in your career, you was a corner guy, but not in the beginning.
Not at the beginning. When you got the Golden State, corner guy.
Yeah, corner, but not
Your ass in that corner.
not with the Wizards and Lakers. Hell,
Wizards,
levels.
Lakers, Clippers.
Levels.
That's no.
yeah, you ain't no corner guy.
That's you 6 man, 7 man.
We elite. That's the elite. You got, it's levels to this. It's like you got superstar and you got star. You got super corner and you got regular corner.
I think you was on that bench in that you was on the bench in the Golden State, and you started thinking about everybody else. Like, that's not you, brother. You trying to fit in.
It came with
Kwame Brown was a corner, nigga.
Kobe said,
He was a corner big, quarter big.
Yeah, that's
corner.
That nail spot, corner for big.
Hit the nail spot, you hit the dunker spot, you sit your ass down.
The dunker spot is their corner.
What Kobe say?
To get your ass in that corner. That's when I said, I'm a corner nigga. I get it now.
I get it.
I had my team until you got here. And I took my ass right there. And
So, Buddy Hield,
Kobe came back.
corner store, in your opinion, Swag?
No, he ain't
he's
the
elite. He's elite.
He ain't in the liquor store, man.
He's elite.
Nah.
Liquor stores, they don't score.
That's the
That's
corner.
Patrick Beverly type shit. They just get hit in the
That's the corner, nigga. The Derek Fitz, sit in the corner. Brian Shaw, sit your ass in the corner.
So, like I mentioned, Buddy Hield set a playoff career high, 33 points. X factor for the Warriors in this game. So we saw a clip a few weeks back of a mic'd up Steve Kerr clowning Buddy on the bench, reintroducing him to Steph Curry. We're not watching the clip, I'm just telling you what happened. You remember that clip. Hey, meet Steph. Buddy meet Steph. Greatest shooter in the world, trying to play him. He was just joking around, but
I think
Playing them at the same
he was
time.
playing at the same
They're going to get enough of.
So it's like you said, Buddy's
saying
corner store
that about
level.
each other.
Good to see Buddy Hield repping for the corner store dudes.
Yeah.
Saying
Your
all
dub
them
gave some
crazy
when did it
things
bring
about each
a
other.
flutter to
Buddy
your heart?
Hield and
Oh, man, it was
hopefully
a...
it don't escalate.
Then there cry, because I just know what he was going through at the moment,
Escalate.
When you say things like that, when Steve Kerr say little things like that, they do that. And that stuff kind of hurts because you're like, damn, I could shoot too, shit, sometimes. And that can mess with your confidence because now you thinking, I gotta pass it to Steph every time, and
You do.
you pump faking your shots. I know you do, but sometimes you open and be like, fuck, should I shoot this or pass? And sometimes for a guy like Buddy, I feel like he's best when he's not thinking as much. You know, I think you gotta let him just be Buddy. You know.
Yeah, there's this real thin line between like being an option 2 and a 6-man.
Yeah.
Right? You like when Steph is going.
Oh yeah.
Then you look for him. But for the most part, like, you know, as a player who is a number 1 player, you do need your Buddy Hields to hit shots.
Yep.
You like that's the most frustrating thing. Like, I don't give a fuck what the coach is telling you.
Right.
If I'm passing you the ball, I need you to hit those shots because I need the defense to be regular.
Yep.
See, if they're sitting there double teaming me, triple teaming me, and you over here sitting there looking for me, that hurts me. Go try to score. I need you to make them say, hey, redo the defense.
Yeah.
Call a timeout. All right, we're going to play straight up. Now, once they play straight up, now I get to get back off. Like, so if I'm passing you the ball and you're not shooting, you pump fake and doing that dumb shit, I need to pump fake. Like, you know who irritates me? Pazinski sometimes. But I know he's a rhythm player.
Yeah.
But sometimes he'll be open, and Steph needs you to hit that shot, or at least take that shot so your man stays
Honest.
you know, what's the name?
Honest.
All right, you got to be honest. If not, you pump faking. Now you want to sit there and probe and do all that.
Yeah.
That's fucking Steph.
But Buddy Hield, you know, he's a natural. Like that's what he do. So
like Steph needs Buddy Hield. Brzezinski needs. He just needs screens.
Yeah.
Like he's a I like him. He's a crafty left-handy.
He's very
Yeah.
crafty.
Rashad said he was right. So
Right at what?
He said that he was the one that said Buddy Hield was gonna have this game. He's put it in the chat. He just said,
Okay.
that he was the one that came out and said it.
All right, thank you.
I'm just
Does
saying.
anybody? I don't know.
I don't remember. I'm not gonna let it. Well, I'm not gonna let
If
it.
he's right. He's right. I don't know.
That's what he said.
I know. I said Buddy Hield need to start over Brzezinski because he was the 2 guard and they was playing very well.
That's real.
You know what? It
I don't
ain't
know
about
why.
who's right. It's, wrong.
He's right.
That's real
I mean,
though. I don't
Stick
know.
together.
I don't think Podziemski needs to be starting over Buddy Hield. Keep, of course, Steph at the 1, Hield at the 2. Put like either because they playing positionless basketball for real. I would either but definitely get Podziemski off the bench. 6-man off the bench to create some sort of offensive spark. And and just go for it, bro. Like we, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess that's what they wanted Buddy Hield for. But like, Buddy Hield he's not a off the ball. You know what I mean? Like he's 11% from when he's dribbling and then shoots. You know what I mean? So like, give somebody like Podziemski the ability to come off the bench and like, all right, cool, you dominate these next 6 minutes. You know what I mean? These non-Steph minutes, you dominate these. You know what I'm saying? These non-Steph, what's that man's name? Non-Steph, non-Jimmy Butler minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the arena. Podziemski did average 11 points per game in that series. Came up with some timely plays.
But he was on. Yeah, he was.
But the problem is he's
like
a point
Looney
guard,
minutes.
not a shooting guard.
Yeah.
He is literally a point. He's not a catch and shoot type of guy. He is, I got to put the ball down. I got to probe. You got to treat him like more of like a Brunson style, right? So having a Brunson and another point guard is kind of weird, right? So it's either have Steph as Clay now, or Podziemski sits on the bench and have Buddy Hield. But it seemed like they started all 3 of them
Steph.
and went very small.
So, Swag, you played under
that's
Steve
scoring.
Kerr, played for this Warriors franchise, experienced beating the Rockets in the playoffs, but talked about
I knew this was gonna
Steve
fall.
kind of playing Buddy to the left, reintroducing to Steph. How often does Steve Kerr do passive-aggressive stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Probably
The
all the
non-star.
time.
He does it. He does it. The second game of the year, I got that.
I
First
hated
game
that.
open.
I hated that. They're referring to the fact like where he goes, hey, Buddy Hield meets Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Like, make sure you get him the ball. You know what I mean? Like, find a better way to talk to me, bro. That would make me not want to play for you.
Opening night, I had one of them Buddy Hield games, and
And I'm Buddy Hield. I've made more, like honestly, when Buddy Hield wasn't on the Warriors, he was hitting more threes than Steph Curry every year. Like there was a time like within like the past 3 years, Buddy Hield had hit more 3 pointers than Steph Curry had. Now of course we know Steph is the greatest shooter of all time, but it's like, yeah, that's Steph, but I'm Buddy Hield. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty good too. You know what I mean, I gotta get a rhythm going too. Imagine if we both get going.
Second game, he hit me with the.
Which they wound up doing. They teamed up and they both got going down the stretch.
I'm not gonna play you tonight. We're gonna play Patrick McCall. He's not feeling. He's feeling a little down right now. We need to get his energy going. I had 20-something, 25 first game, and didn't play the second. So those type of things can mess with your head a little bit. But you don't want to be the guy to like start confrontation because it's a championship team. I didn't want to be that guy that's mess up the flow. I know Buddy is feeling the same way, so I'm just good to see him go out there.
Yeah, but ain't that what Phil Jackson used to do to players?
Mind games?
Like play the mind games? Like
Not on game day. What the fuck you playing the mind game on game day for?
Yeah.
Like, especially when you know athletes are superstitious.
Right.
Athletes are superstitious. So their success, if you look at some of these guys and you ask them, what do you guys do every day on practice day and every day on game day, you will realize they do the same thing. Somebody wears the same drawers on game days. Niggas wear the same socks, right? You drive and eat the same food, right? So when you as a coach start interrupting that with dumb shit, mind games, you kind of fuck everything up. Like that player can get lost where you say, hey, look, I'm not gonna play you today.
Feel like
I'm gonna play this person.
wrong. Yeah.
Right now you sit here and like, oh, I'm not playing today. Now
don't tell me that I'm not playing today, like, cause I need to be ready. But I guess it's a give and take, because if I don't tell you that you're not gonna play today, you're gonna be like, why you ain't tell me that I'm not gonna play today? I would just tell cats like at the beginning of the season or throughout the season, like, yo, y'all just gotta stay ready. I may or may not tell y'all that y'all gonna play. You know what I mean? Like, I may or may not play y'all. Do not keep coming up to me asking me if you gonna be playing or anything like that. Everybody is on this team for a reason. We gonna have to call on everybody at some point in given time. Do not come up and ask me if you gonna be playing or anything like that. Just stay ready. Just be ready. And when your number is called, your number is called. I'm not playing these little childish games with you. I'm not.
you are this out. Now let's say this person got in foul trouble. Now it's like, oh, hey BJ, we gotta play you. You didn't go through your routine.
Exactly.
But
You
You didn't go through your routine to
told
get
me I wasn't
prepared for the
playing.
game. Just like how they get prepared for the game, an athlete gets prepared for the game. So if you're telling me before the game, you don't need me, one, that tells me you're a dumbass coach. Not saying Steve Kerr's a dumbass coach or anybody who does that. Me personally, I'm saying you're a dumbass coach because that means you're coaching from a piece of paper in theory, not the actual game. That means you're not watching the game in real time to let me know.
I want to be on record and say that Steve Kerr is not a good coach. He's very data-based and like numbers-based and all of this type of stuff and like statistics and analytics and all of that type of stuff. Like, I don't think Steve Kerr is a good coach. And I'm pretty sure that's exact. This is a better matchup. Like, yo, we going to figure out what we need for the game. Everybody stay ready. That's it.
What the game needs. You're already prejudging what the game is.
Right.
Like you done simulated. This is not a fucking simulation. The game is, I'm gonna start. Okay, he's playing bad. Hey, BJ, get in there. Oh shit, BJ. It's situational.
Yeah.
But what about
you
know
playing,
that whole
you playing? It's a mind game with coaches. You playing chess. You figuring out like, okay, these are the pieces that I have, and this is what I need to do based off of the pieces that I have. This person gives us the best chance to win in this situation. Now, of course, you start off the game a certain way, but how you start off the game might not be how you end the game.
whole thing about when you come in the league, you got to stay ready, be ready?
You stay ready, be ready until I tell you you're not playing today.
Exactly.
That's
Well, we
different.
If I say you're not playing today, you're not going to stay ready, be ready.
We see it happening with Kuminga. Kuminga
But-
played
but-
a little bit in this
no,
game.
but I'm saying, like, if I'm active, if I'm on the roster, I'm the 12th. Say I'm the 12th guy. You tell me I'm not. I'm still supposed to. I still should be ready, though, right?
But you should. But
You should.
is that the case? You've heard players say I ain't
The
playing.
further down the bench you go, the less likely it is that you're going to play. And the less likely it is that you're going to be mentally ready to play the game. Period. You're not going to be ready to play the game. You less likely to play. If I'm the 12th man, I'm not getting in the game.
Are they ready? Be ready? No.
Yeah,
They don't have their shorts on. They don't have their jerseys on.
Knowing you're not gonna play is a totally different way of coming to the arena than knowing you might play.
No,
It's
for
like going up to her
for
house.
sure. But I'm just saying it could be a foul. It could be a foul trouble situation. Like did Kevin Looney know he was going to play in Game 7?
But
he's
coach
been-
can tell him he wasn't gonna play.
He's been there long enough to.
If
He's in a
you
different
know-
situation.
That's like the work saying, you know you ain't gonna get none tonight.
No, it's like
She lying. But
I'm
she
on a
lying.
period. But come over. Like, oh my God.
So we've seen this. We've seen this happen
You
with.
know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no chance now.
Yeah.
You saying that I'm not going to get it, I still got
might got a chance.
possibility.
Yeah.
I can go shoot my shot still.
Okay.
Life
But when
finds
you
a way,
know
Gil.
you're not getting, like, I know I'm not going to
know
get
I'm
it,
not
changes
getting
your
it.
perspective.
We're good.
So we saw with Kuminga. Kuminga been getting done dirty
Yeah, he feeling it.
for the last few weeks.
Sure.
Played 7 minutes in this game. Was 0 for 4. Didn't score. But
Feeling it.
said he was tired of hearing people say stay ready. He was going to be ready.
Yeah.
But we're seeing the effects of
Exactly.
how they've been doing them.
Like, you're mental. Like, we see what Clay look
If
like.
you telling me to stay ready every single game and I'm not getting in the game, you playing with me. I feel like you playing with me. My mind is being trained to not be ready. Don't tell nobody you not playing today. You know what I mean? I'm not telling nobody. I'm gonna say this once. And if you're not ready when you get in that game, I'ma know that, and yeah, it's gonna be less of a chance that you get in the next time. So you better stay ready. This is not something that I'm gonna repeat every single time.
Last year.
Man.
Right, we're not getting his
Every single
contract.
game,
We see what a mental fucked up. We seen what Westbrook looked like when he wasn't needed.
Yeah.
Right? We see it's more mental than anything. If you're in the NBA, you are talented. The
Yeah.
up and downs come from mental.
Yeah.
That's all. That's really all of the mentally strong is the elite.
Yeah.
So we can say whatever we want about players and they're not mentally strong. The elite is mentally strong.
Yeah, for sure. Gil you mentally strong, Gil. I ain't gonna lie to you, you are.
Like, it's
I used
like-
to call you when I was down.
Yeah, and I thought, hey man, fuck all that, man.
Yeah, fuck
Bust
all
that
that,
motherfucker ass. And then I know he's gonna go out there and
I
perform.
had my best
right.
games like that, yeah.
Like
I hate
it's
when
all
they
about
talk
mental.
about
If you
mental.
mentally think
What
you
are
can
you
do it, you're gonna do it. If
Why?
somebody tells you, that's why I
You
tell.
could barely understand Nick Young as it is, and he just love to talk over. I'm like, yo, what is you saying? I didn't get none of that.
A coach can never, you could never put confidence in a player. You can only take it.
Yeah.
A player gets his confidence from work ethic and training and this and busting some player's ass. You can only take it from them.
But I mean,
Saying shit like, we're not gonna play you tonight.
Yeah, but
And you looking at the people you playing and you're like,
but that's.
but isn't the coach doing the opposite?
I
I
mean,
think y'all
it's like-
believe me.
it's
I
like a
want you to
hater.
shoot it every time you
yeah,
get it.
cool.
I'm
It's
just
like
saying
a hater.
That's not
Cool.
gonna build your confidence
Nah.
to make you.
Everybody talk.
That's what I'm
That'll
saying.
help me out.
Like doesn't it build if they say, I ain't playing or this and that, and you come back the next game after that.
Stay ready, be ready. Stay ready, be ready. I'm gonna get you, dog. Stay ready, be ready, and you just sitting there like,
Right? Yeah.
is that building your confidence?
But
Nah.
you're a pro though.
Play me 48
And
minutes.
that leash
Right?
can hurt your confidence.
I'm
too.
human.
When you miss a shot,
Yeah,
you
no,
took it out the
I get
game.
it. I get you human, but other people don't care.
Play me 48 minutes. Like, the New York Knicks, I don't give a fuck what
Yep.
they tell you, they have confidence.
They got confidence.
All of them with a
sure.
starting five. Because they know no matter what they do, they playing at least
Yep.
40-something minutes. That's the confidence. I know I'm not going to get subbed out for turnovers,
Yep.
mistakes, missed shots. I can be 0
Okay,
for 12.
yeah, nah,
That's
I
the
mean-
confidence.
I mean,
like, the
yeah.
time is a confidence.
Yeah.
I think going into these playoffs, you said you needed to see playoff Jimmy be aggressive, taking shots.
Jimmy hit some shots.
Like I said, he missed the bulk of game
this
two.
game
Didn't
in particular, the starters played the mass majority of the game. The starters, I think Steph had 40-something minutes. Jimmy had 40-something minutes. The starters played 40-plus minutes. I mean, Buddy Hield included.
Play game 3. But
So they got a chance to get a lather and get themselves, fitted to what was taking place.
beyond those,
We wasn't worried
Draymond.
about listen. We wasn't worried about Jimmy, playoff Jimmy himself. We was worried about the team adjusting to
Playoff.
the shots Jimmy are creating for him in regular season. And
Exactly. That's the downfall, right? That's the downside. If you playing one way all season, and then you completely shifting. You know what I mean? Like, all right, well, cool. I'm looking for y'all during the season, but in the playoffs, I'm looking to get my shot. It's like, I know Kobe did that. Like, Kobe would be feeding in the ball. He was like, because you got to be ready for those predicaments when that situation is occurring and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't know. The man got 5. The man got 5 championships, and I don't got none. So I don't know. But I just never thought that would actually play out really well, because we now have to adjust to a different way of you playing. You know what I'm saying?
then Jimmy Butler's creation in
Playoffs.
the playoffs, right? In regular season when Jimmy was driving, he's not thinking shot, he's thinking pass, and he's got.
Well, I guess it works better if you're passing first, because that pass will be there. You know what I mean? If I'm attacking, but you looking for me to pass, right? I mean, as opposed to, dang, I'm looking for him to shoot all the time, and then now all of a sudden he's passing. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that will work better than the other way around.
Guys are getting open, diving, flaring to the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now when Jimmy Butler comes in for the game, a playoff game, and he's sitting there looking for his shot, and these guys are catching and flaring, they're open, it's like, well, this ain't the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only thing I was worried about. Like, it was more the team aspect. They was used to you doing something.
getting comfortable with the aggressive.
So the starting 5, like Jimmy playoff, the starting 5 looks great, bench looks washed. When Jimmy Butler was in regular season, bench looked great. Because he was making these passes to posts and Moody and stuff, and now, now he's like, no, I'm shooting these shots. And they sitting there like, yeah, so you don't need us no more, huh, motherfucker?
And Steph always going to be Steph. Obviously, the Rockets tried to neutralize him. On the scoring side of the ball, he still found a way, like he does.
I mean, it's a different balance, though, with Jimmy.
We need to give, and that's what they were saying. They were telling him when he first got to the team, he was like, whatever y'all need from me. And I was like, we need you to score. Like, you doing all of this passing stuff, we need to be ready for the playoffs. The playoffs is around the corner. We need you to score, because we know that's the type of player that you're going to be come playoff time. Like, let them adjust. Like,
if you're looking at it, Jimmy is something that the Warriors never had, too, playing next to Steph.
Yeah.
A guy that can get to the rim and, that shoots 13 to 15 footers. And then you got, Buddy Hield coming to himself. That's, you just need him.
Maybe not packaged in one person. Sean Livingston used to hit middies all the time. Sean Livingston never met a middie that he did not like. I don't think Sean Livingston missed. Like, whenever he went up for a midi, he was making that joint. It's something crazy. It's something crazy. The percentage of him hitting mid-range shots, like, he would knock them down all the time, and I do miss that. I do miss Sean Livingston, and every now and then he would come in and play point guard and just completely tear it up, because that's his natural position in the first place. Shout out to Sean Livingston.
Him to just shoot the ball. Like, you just hoping that he just shoot and stay aggressive. So, it's a different type of look. But I like the look. I knew Jimmy was going to – this is what Jimmy been asking for up in Miami.
Yep.
Just a little bit of type of help. So,
now he
the fact that he can have Steph Curry and Buddy Hield and Draymond Green out there with him, of course they're, it's way better than Miami.
This helps for next round, but Buddy making shots, his confidence is high going into the next round. You need that,
So Jimmy gets to be Robin now, has embraced that role, said he's more than comfortable being the number 2
I
on the
can't
squad.
even say he's Robin.
Yeah, because he...
Like, when you, like...
You can't...
When you watch him in regular season...
That's Robin.
Literally, he was Robin.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like him and Draymond Green was fighting over the same meal, right? We're both trying to, it's like we're both trying to get 6 assists and just show that we're part of this team.
Yeah.
This Jimmy, when the play-in game started, that is a different, that literally, like when people say playoff Jimmy, that is a real thing now. Even though the numbers are kind of like the same, it is a very different Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's literally a different dude.
That's crazy too.
He
Though,
kept
huh?
him in-
Not like I was saying, you can sit here and say, all right, he averaged 21 and then 22. The 22
This different dude better take us to the championship. I know that.
is very,
It's championship or bust, yo. And we better win it. Because you done been there, I think 3 times or 2 times. I don't know. He been there multiple times. It's time to win it now. You got the pieces that you need, bro.
different than that 21 in the regular season.
Yeah, because he's playing for
Time.
somebody.
It's impactful. It's timely buckets. It's he's hitting his shots when he needed. Like it's
Saw it in the fourth quarter.
all
this
the
game.
big shots that need to be shot.
Yep.
That motherfucker's timing it.
Stop the run.
Yeah, like he's doing that.
Man.
Yeah.
In regular season, it's like.
It's kind of like, you know, it's there. Like, I'm here. But,
Like it's like
but I
I'm
ain't
here, I'm gonna. But it's like, okay, hero, you can take all the fourth quarter shots, and it's like you don't. Like he finished with 21, but you didn't see the 21. You see the 21 here.
Yeah.
So, Brandon, you mentioned Draymond. Draymond will always be Draymond.
Word.
And like you said,